Ever feel like your chest just isn't growing no matter how hard you've been trying? I know that frustration better than anyone. I used to copy all these chest workout routines from popular fitness gurus and nothing changed. One guy said to do 100 push-ups a day. Another said to slap your chest and manifest it into existence. Neither worked and my chest was still flat. But here's the truth that most home workouts don't show you. If you want to build a bigger chest without equipment, you need to stop doing more and start doing better, because not all exercises are created equal, especially when it comes to training your chest with just your body weight. In this video, I'll show you 4 types of push-ups that will actually build your chest, but more importantly, how to do them the right way so that they actually trigger muscle growth. First, let's start with level 1, and what's considered a fundamental, the basic push-up. If you're not getting results from push-ups, it's not the exercise that's the problem. You're the problem, or at least how you're doing them. Most people rush through push-ups like it's a race, but if you want them to build muscle, you need to treat them like a strength movement. This means slow, controlled reps, full range of motion, elbows tucked at a 45-degree angle, chest actually touching the ground, and finally, a tight core with your glutes engaged. Once you clean up your form, push-ups start feeling like a totally different exercise. And here's the best part. You'll need fewer reps to get better results. That's because you're finally training with intention, not just movement. Because when done properly, a push-up is basically a moving plank combined with a bench press. It works your chest, triceps, front delts, serratus, and core all at the same time. So here's exactly how to do push-ups in a way that will actually trigger muscle growth. Start at the top with your arms locked out, body in a straight line. As you lower, keep your elbows tucked at a 45-degree angle. Lower until your chest touches the ground, not your stomach, not your chin. Pause briefly at the bottom. Then push back up while keeping everything tight. Glutes, quads, abs, no sagging hips, no flared elbows. Feel the muscles working. Don't just go through the motion. Control the entire range. When you train this way, your pecs are under tension longer, your reps become more taxing, and that's what triggers growth. 3 perfect reps will do more than 30 sloppy ones. And no, half reps don't count. And if you're thinking, well, what if I can already do 20 clean push-ups? Good. Now try slowing them down. Take 4 seconds to lower, pause at the bottom, then explode up. Your reps might drop in half, but your results won't. Push-ups are only basic when they're done without focus. Do them right, and they'll build more chest than most machines at the gym ever will. But here's the thing. Doing push-ups this way will grow your chest, but they won't carve it out. If you want that aesthetically sculpted line right down the middle of your chest, you'll need to focus more on level 2, the diamond push-up. This one's a classic and brutally underrated. This is the exercise that will stop the jiggling while you're jogging. You know who's not jiggling? Connor 96 from the last video, who's down 75 pounds. Nice. So for the diamond push-up, move your hands close together so your thumbs and index fingers form a diamond shape under your chest. From the outside, it might not look all that different from a regular push-up, but the difference in how it feels and what it builds is massive, because diamond push-ups shift the load away from your shoulders and outer chest and drive it straight into your inner chest and triceps, 2 areas most guys seriously undertrain. Here's what that means for your physique. If your chest looks flat or lacks that chest line down the center, this is the exercise that brings it out. And if your arms lag behind your chest, diamond push-ups hit both at once, efficiently. But there's a catch. Most people make this variation way harder than it needs to be by messing up their form. Here's how to fix it. Set up with your hands under your sternum, not under your face. Keep your elbows close to your sides, not flaring out like wings. Lower your chest between your hands, not your head. Pause at the bottom, then press up with control. And don't be surprised if you struggle to get even 6 to 8 reps at first. And if you're shaking by rep 5, perfect. That's growth, or maybe regret. And in this case, regret is a good sign. It means you're actually challenging the muscle fibers that rarely get pushed, especially the inner pecs and the long head of the triceps. To build volume over time, start with 3 sets of 6 to 10 reps. Use slow negatives to extend time under tension. Superset them with wide push-ups or incline push-ups for contrast. This is the move that makes your chest pop from the front. And once you develop that inner density, every other variation becomes more effective. It's a small shift in hand position, but for your results, it changes everything. And this next push-up, it's the push-up that ties everything together. This push-up will not only grow your chest, but your entire upper body. Because for level 3, we have the pseudo push-ups. Here, we're taking a basic movement, then cranking the intensity through the roof just by shifting your weight forward. Here's how it works. Instead of placing your hands under your shoulders like a standard push-up, you move them closer to your waist, almost in line with your lower ribs or hips. The moment you do this, your upper body has to work twice as hard to stabilize and push through the range of motion. You'll instantly feel your chest stretch deeper at the bottom, your front delts light up from the forward lean, and your core working overtime to keep your hips from collapsing. It's like a bodyweight bench press cranked up to level 10. No spotter, no gym, just you questioning your life choices on the living room floor. But here's the thing, form matters more than reps here. Here's how to do it properly. Turn your fingers slightly outward for wrist comfort. Lean your shoulders in front of your hands. The more you lean, the harder it gets. Lower with control, keeping your elbows close to your body. Stay tight from head to toe. And if you can only do 3 or 4 clean reps, that's perfect. That means you're actually working. Don't treat this like a volume move. Treat it like a strength builder, a progression toward advanced skills like the planche or handstand push-up. If you're just starting out, place your hands slightly ahead of your waist. Use a shorter range of motion at first, and gradually increase the lean over time. This is how you train smarter. You're not doing more. You're making your body handle more load without adding weights. So if you've been stuck doing high-rep push-ups with no results, pseudo planche push-ups will wake your chest up fast. And once you get strong at these, your chest, shoulders, and core won't just look stronger, they'll be stronger. If it feels easy, you're probably doing it wrong, or you're built differently, but I doubt it. But just in case you are, this brings us to level 4, the final boss, archer push-ups. This is the closest thing to a one-arm push-up progression, but with more control, more stretch, and more time under tension. Here's how it works. You start in a wide push-up position. Then, instead of lowering straight down like a normal push-up, you shift your weight onto one side, bending that elbow while keeping the opposite arm extended straight. So why does this work so well? Because now one side of your chest is doing almost all the work. This isn't just a chest exercise anymore. It becomes a unilateral strength builder for your pecs, triceps, and front delts. You're pressing heavy, using only your body. Here's how to do them effectively so that they trigger muscle growth. Start wider than shoulder width. As you descend, shift your body toward the working arm. Keep the opposite arm straight but tense. Don't let it go passive. At the bottom, your chest should be in line with your working hand. Push back up with control and recenter before switching sides. And you'll know this exercise is working when you feel your ego leave your body halfway through the first set. Because when done right, archer push-ups force you to stabilize, slow down, and squeeze harder than any standard variation. The thing is, here's what most people get wrong when attempting the archer push-up. They let their hips rotate or twist. They don't control the tempo. They just fall side to side. Or they let the straight arm go loose, which ruins the point of the movement. Fix those, and this becomes a powerhouse movement for building chest thickness and symmetry. Because archer push-ups build real pressing strength. They correct all chest imbalances. And they teach you how to control your body under pressure, which translates to more size, more strength, and better mechanics across the board. I'll leave you guys with one final secret though. Hitting the like button will double the amount of push-ups you can do overnight, although I've heard that this might just be a rumor.